Team Clark thought they would have for this one. Big injuries to contend with on both sides.
And that happens sometimes during the course of the season, Kevin. It's actually a good test of your depth and your will, and it gives other guys an opportunity to step into the breach and show what they've got. Always interesting to see which guys will take advantage of a newfound opportunity.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity, you're right. A look at the Magic starting group. Fournier and Gordon on the wing. Then it's Markelle Fultz, and it's Vukovich, and it's Birch in at the four-man position.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Fultz, the pass to Vukovich. Gordon kicks to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Bradley passes to Kuzma. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. LeBron against Vukovich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And LeBron James, Clark climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And he makes the first.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
And James drills them both. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
And stolen by LeBron. Jumps up and finished off by LeBron.
When LeBron's able to get into those passing lanes and come up with steals, he's looking to punish the defense at the other end.
Fultz looking around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside, here's Birch. Plays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Gordon, the pass to Fultz. Knocked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers with another turnover here. The Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Free throw good from Fults. Clark, you'd think that team chemistry would just improve as the season goes along, but maybe not if you have personality issues in that locker room.
You know, Kevin, it's one of the most fragile elements in team sports: chemistry, culture, accepting roles, sacrificing your own individual game for the good of the team. And I think it's always a work in progress.
And as a leader, as I know you were when you played, I'm sure you were dealing with those things all season long.
Yeah, you try to lead by example, but also there's opportunity and times when you have to step up and voice what you see that could be detrimental to your team's success.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland. Kuzma outside. 5 on the clock, and the pass to James. Over Fults. Offensive rebound, McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Both free throws good from McGee. And it's Fults with the ball for the Magic. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He misses the free throw.
Out of France, the sharp-shooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
And he sinks the second. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Yeah, Kevin, he thinks their defense cannot afford to make mental mistakes. The team that they're going up against does a great job of diagnosing the situation and then making the right play and the right read. And that makes this a very difficult challenge. Guys?
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, you've got to be aggressive defensively, no doubt. But at the same time, you don't want to send good shooters to the line. Play hard, be aggressive, but under control.
Orlando moving the ball around. Vicious to Fults. 6 on the shot clock, and James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Gordon kicks to Birch. Clock at 6. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And let's check out some stats for McGee. Last year, getting it done. 3rd in shooting percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. And here is LeBron. He has 6. From 12 feet out, Vukovich with the rebound. The Magic trail by 4. Passes to Fults. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
It's LeBron with the drive. Great D that time from Vukovich. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to Fournier. Back to Gordon. Here's the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Gordon's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Caldwell Pope outside. James with it. To the middle. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Timeout. Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
That free throw good from Fults. And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington, 6'4". Clark, you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
Now, here's Kuzma. An 11-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. James finds Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. LeBron's got 9.
And I tell you what, if LeBron is making that, you simply got to shake his hand, tip your cap to him. That was a bomb there.
Pass to Ross. And it's Vukovich in the corner. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Los Angeles leading by 5. James, the pass to Bradley. Back to James. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
LeBron kicks to Bradley. Caldwell Pope passes to LeBron. And another 3 for the Lakers.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. Pass to Ross. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul on Khem Birch. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Troy Daniels comes in for Caldwell Pope. Howard kicks to Daniels. There's the pass to Kuzma. Bradley with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from LeBron. The Lakers rebound. Pass to Daniels. From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Fults. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. And the jumper from down low is good. Fults has got 8 points.
Fults so good, Kevin, at utilizing the screen and roll. I mean, he knows how to get a little separation, and when he does, he's a scoring threat.
Here is Howard, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. From deep. And Vukovich pulls it down. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Kings. Here's Fults. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And, you know, Fults is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
And here's Daniels after Mohamed Bamba was able to get the triple. Daniels kicks to Kuzma. Here's Cook. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Augustine looking around. Sweet little floater.
And Augustine really sizes up these floaters perfectly, Kevin. Makes it hard for the defense to get a hand up on time.
Here is Cook. Kuzma outside. Pass to Daniels. Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
The Magic making a switch here. A one-deuce checked in. That one is no good. The Magic trail by 7. Now Augustine. Pass to Ross. Shot clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's a one-deuce. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Count it. Good. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Well, that's exactly the kind of strength Kuzma has to show, guys. I mean, take that contact, expect it, and still be able to convert. You've got to do that at this level.
Now Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. The pass to Augustine. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And that quick trigger of Augustine, not giving the defense any chance to block the shot off the pass.
Here's Daniels. Passes it to Kuzma. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Howard, the pass to Caruso. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
On the wing, Gordon. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Jared Dudley out there with Howard. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. Bamba against LeBron. Caruso, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Just 5 on the clock. And he's good on the 3 ball. Caldwell-Pope's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Lakers. Augustine against James. Here's Bamba. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. 9 points last game. Pass to Caruso. Bamba against Howard. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Howard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Now here is Augustine. He has 5. And Bamba now top of the key. Ross for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Augustine. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 5 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And finished off by LeBron.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Augustine passes to Bamba. The feed to Gordon. Shoots over Dudley. And it's Gordon missing. Lakers leading by 13. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Howard. LeBron outside. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
They get it back.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And it's blocked by Gordon. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Ball stolen. Here's a 1-2. He's guarded by Dudley. And here's Augustine. 5 points in the game. Here's Ross. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
And, you know, with his athleticism, you like to see Ross attacking the defense like that.
And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
That free throw missing. Clark, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
And the Lakers making a change here. Daniels has checked in. Lakers leading by 12. Caruso, the pass to James. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Lakers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Out to the wing. Here's Caruso. He had 10 points in the win against Cleveland.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
The Magic trail by 13. Augustine with it. He's got 5. Pass to Ross. 6 to shoot. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Augustine from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Augustine against LeBron. Now Augustine. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Birch kicks to Augustine. And the rejection by LeBron.
Using his length and
time. Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Here's Birch. Back to Ross. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Ross.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dudley. Bradley comes in for Alex Caruso. And Cook subbed in for James. Fults, he's checked in for the Magic. And both free throws good for Ross. Here is Cook. Outside Bradley. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 17.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Ross. Down low. Here's Birch. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. Fults the pass to Ross. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwight Howard. The Magic have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the first one at the line is good. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with a guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Here's Fournier following the basket by Kyle Kuzma, and that one drops for him. Vukovich has got his first 2 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Bradley dishes to Cook. Bradley, no one around him. They get it back, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Vukovich. Coming off a terrific season, put up about 21 points a game, 12 rebounds and 4 assists. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
No good on that one.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
He hits the second from the line. So it's Orlando now, trailing by 19. Outside Fournier. And slam dunk by Vukovich.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Now here's Fults. 10 points for him. Ross on the wing. And there's the pass to Vukovich. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fults. With the clock winding down. Vukovich, the pass to Birch. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Birch has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, Vukovich, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Back to Bradley. Lakers passing it around. Howard kicks to Kuzma. Fournier against Bradley. It's hauled in by the Magic. Passes it to Ross. Bradley against Fournier. Back to Ross. Pass to Fournier, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's LeBron in for Quinn Cook. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in. Now here's LeBron. He's got 20.
You know, for LeBron, I think that mid-range shot is an important one for him to have in his bag. It keeps the defense honest.
And Fournier kicks to Vukovich. Offline with his 3. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. At the elbow, it's James. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Now, here's Fults. He's got 10. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Pass to James. There's 1:38 left to play here in the half. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Fournier, who's coming off a 25-point game against Sacramento.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Bradley deciding where to go with it, and the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. And 1:01 left now here in the second. The pass to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Caldwell Pope.
And Gordon really a hustler at the defensive end, always trying to contest the shot whenever he can.
Ross passes to Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. And you remember when Aaron Gordon came into the league, Clark, some questioned whether he had the size to play the power forward position. Not anymore.
Yeah, you take a look at what's important at that position. It's about mobility, versatility, and skill set, and he certainly fits the bill nicely there. He can defend the 3 or even some 4 positions and brings a lot of energy at both ends.
And that one misses.
And, you know, I like that Gordon is a versatile guy who can play both forward spots. He's a terrific athlete who continues to improve. And
the second free throw, good.
You know, you talk about the explosive athletes in the NBA, the most explosive athletes. I would think Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, this guy has great feet, tremendous speed, and he puts both to use on both ends of the floor.
Sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 6 here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top, delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 26 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Lakers leading by 21, and so in the game for the Magic, Fournier and Gordon on the wing. And it's Vukovich, then it's Markelle Fultz, and it's Birch in at the 4 slot. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And here's Fultz. Tipped away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is JaVale McGee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
That's a 2 from Gordon. Releases from the wing and drills it. Gordon's got 9 points. And the Lakers have possession. Bradley passes to McGee. The dish to James. LeBron is doubled. It's stolen by Vukovich. Only one man back on D. And finished off by Fultz.
Fultz is an absolute blur in transition. Excellent at running the floor and getting to his spot.
LeBron outside. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. A 3 from Bradley. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Fournier, and he slams it one-handed.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
LeBron outside. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Bradley. Caldwell Pope outside. And stolen by Fournier. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Fournier. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And that one falls for Fournier. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 16-point lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's foul number 2 for him. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. And they double up Lebron. Passes it to Caldwell Pope.
You know, the long arms of Vukovich is annoying to shooters, and he's putting his giant frame to good use.
Fournier passes to Fultz. Outside Gordon. Pass to Vukovich. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Fultz. It's good from long range. Fultz has got 5 points now this quarter.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
James in the post. Defended by Gordon. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his 3rd foul of the game. James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The shot's good from McGee. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now here's Fultz. James covering and stolen by James. Outside Bradley. Floats one up. That one no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Fultz, the pass to Birch. Shoots over Bradley, and that one goes long.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
From 13, and Kuzma with the basket on the assist by LeBron. 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
That's why me and so many others are so high on Kuzma.
Fultz kicks to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Boy, LeBron's vision is second to none, and his decision-making just as good. Slick pass there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
The Magic trail by 20. Fultz with the ball. 15 points in the game. Left side, Gordon. The Magic again can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Kuzma. He has 6.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
The Lakers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he can't get the first one.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
The Magic trail by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Looking to end the run. McGee with the block. Bradley against Vukovich. Outside Bradley. Pass to Kuzma. Fades back. The shot, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, we've seen Vukovich expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Clark, as Vukovich has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
And both free throws good for Vukovich.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vukovich, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And you look at the footwork of Vukovich inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale, and that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 21. Now Fournier, he's got 5, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bradley. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Fournier after the basket by Los Angeles. A floater, and it's sent back by Howard.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Orlando grabs the miss.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Gordon from outside.
Much respect for the hustle of Caldwell Pope there, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Bradley dishes to Caldwell Pope. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. James outside. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now here's Fults. 15 points in the game. And stolen by LeBron. Oh!
My goodness. And it was ignited by the steal by LeBron. I mean, he's got his head up right away, and the ball is out of his hands quickly.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
The Lakers making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. And a change for the Magic. Ross, he's checked in for Gordon. Birch the pass to Fults. Back to Birch. Another miss by Orlando.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Kuzma, good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And it's Fults with the ball for the Orlando Magic.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
2 shots.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
That one is off.
Well, I look at Fultz, and he has perennial all-star written all over him. A fantastic playmaker who's really got a ready-made skill set for the NBA.
So he comes up empty at the line. And here are the Lakers. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much.
Shot's good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Howard against Vukovich. Misses the baby hook.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Kuzma. 8 points for him. Clock at 6. No good from LeBron.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ross passes to Fournier. Now Vukovich. He's covered by Daniels. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for Bradley.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. And
Augustine kicks to Ross. Here's Vukovich, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, G, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he was the 16th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, and Vukovich became an All-Star for the first time in 2019. Took him a while, but he got there.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for LeBron. To the paint, here's a 1-2. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here is Cook. He dishes it to Howard. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Guys, the scoring efficiency for DJ Augustin peaking in the last couple of seasons. As he enters his 30s, he's showing he can be an impactful offensive player.
That free throw good from Daniels. And along with the shooting, Clark, Augustin a pretty good passer as well.
Yeah, not a big rate of assist or a huge rate of assist, but what I like, he takes care of the basketball. He doesn't turn it over a lot, and he's got a really tight handle. And when you shoot as well as he does, no need to put the ball in jeopardy. Hold on to it and make sure you get a good look.
Now here's Kuzma. He's got 8. No good on the 3. Now here's Ross. Defense is right there. Now the pass to Vukovich. Now here is Augustin. He has 5. And the foul on Khem Birch. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Come on, shoot!
Cook, the pass to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Vukovich. Vukovich has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And Augustin kicks to a 1-2. Drops in the layup for 2. A 1-2's got 6 points.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Cook, the pass to Howard. Cook looking it over. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here is Augustin. Following the basket by Dwight Howard. Passes to a 1-2. Back to Birch. And the basket is good. He has 6.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Cook. Kuzma outside. Caruso kicks to Daniels. Releases. Rebounded by Vukovich. Vukovich has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Augustin passes to Vukovich. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Here's Bamba. Drops one in from the wing. Bamba's got his second bucket tonight. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jared Dudley out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's LeBron James. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. To the inside. Howard's shot is good. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Magic shooting 41% for the game. Augustine against James. And here is Bamba. Pass to Fournier. Dishes it to Gordon. Clock is at 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. Gordon dishes to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. James with the block, and he recovers it. Good on the triple. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Here's Caruso. And the call will be against Fournier. And that'll be his third foul so far. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
One shot.
Lakers leading by 23. On the wing, James. Caldwell Pope outside. Kept alive. Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
The first free throw is good. Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. Now here is Augustine. Five on the clock. And the rejection by James. They're running. The finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
Fournier against Dudley. Fournier passes to Gordon. Over Caldwell Pope. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Feeds it to LeBron. Knocks it loose. Augustine with the steal. LeBron with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Bamba. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
On the pass to Dudley. Okay, changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things. Incidents on the floor or off the floor.
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And the call will be against Fournier. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Quinn Cook's checked in for Los Angeles. Daniels from outside. But they'll get another chance. Tries again, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfect.
Augustine, no luck.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And Orlando has possession. Following the bucket by the Lakers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Gordon. Ross kicks to Augustine. Passes it to Fournier. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight.
That's Fournier's specialty. The long-distance bomb that really hand-ties defenses.
Now here's Dudley. The dish to Cook. Pass to Daniels. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the Rookie of the Year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here is Augustine. The teardrop falls in.
And Augustine has that thing on the string now. This dude has rush hour handles gliding through the defense with speed and tightness.
It's stolen by Fults. Goes up. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Troy Daniels. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Vukovich. Puts up a three. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's stolen by Fults. For three, Fournier. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The pass to Howard. Nice D from Fournier.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy's, I mean, Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. Teardrop shot, and it's sent back by Howard. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Lakers leading by 22. Passes it to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Yeah, I like the fact that Howard is really good at staying aggressive when he knows he's hot, in attack mode on the offensive end.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Good work there as it goes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. And Howard with the stuff.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and he lays it up and in. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Outside Fournier. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by James. James has got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Now here's Fults. Outside Fournier. Will it go? Rebound the Lakers.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits of participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall, I think it's pretty solid.
He misses the free throw. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Ross comes in for DJ Augustine. Good on the second free throw. Fults with the ball.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Fults. And so he hits both. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
And Vukovich throws it down.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vukovich making it look easy.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. And that one's good. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The Frenchman Fournier, always looking to get the shot up, but really good at drawing fouls.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're going to close them out here for the second time this year. This gives them a season series lead of 2-0 with just one game left to play against the Magic.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
4 on the clock. From deep. Fournier's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.